I'll leave this up to you guys then.
Shove out my chair a little bit and saunter on up, belly up to the bar.
All right, and you walk up there, and the Soki was like, he's kind of moving around, like you can hear the kind of clink of glasses and bottles, and he sees you, and you go, hey, how can I help you?
Hey there, friend. Been a long time since I've been back home here. Don't recognize you from when I used to frequent this part here. What was your name?
Rando.
Rando?
Yeah.
Rando. Sounds like someone we're looking for. If you got a little information I can maybe I don't know, finagle out of you.
I'm audibly tapping my knife on the table. Okay. And maybe just getting a little sly.
I mean, listen, I don't know what you're looking for here. Like, what are you trying to say here, friend?
Well, being that this used to be my home parts here, I know that anybody who is anybody with any information on anything more than likely comes through here. Because whether it be just getting into town, getting off work, blowing in from various parts, they like to have drinks. And usually, people like to dump their little trove of knowledge on the bartender. It's kind of a universal
I got
thing.
stories about water harvesters hating their jobs. I mean, I got people talking about bandits that are always here, like anywhere else on Akaton. I mean, if you're
Bandits.
I don't know who you are. I'll be honest. I mean, I've been working here for years. So
I mean, it has been a few years since we've been back here, but
evidently,
you ever you said water harvesters?
well, yeah. I mean, they come down from the glaciers with their shipments. They get all their corporate checks and things like that. They get their credits. Where else are they going to spend it in town?
Give him a little eyes when he says corporate checks. I'm just goddamn corporate.
Damn.
But then I start kind of playing with some credits in my hands here, and I was just like, any bit of this kind of help you remember anything, or?
How many credits are you flashing? 20 teen.
Flail around like a couple hundred.
Couple hundred? Like,
Couple.
how many we talking here?
Couple hundred.
200.
200.
200? Okay.
200?
Just because a couple hundred could mean anything.
Oh, I know.
All right.
That
Goddamn. Diplomacy.
with it.
God, fuck me.
If that were a thing.
That's 12.
With a 3.
12?
Yeah,
That's his deal.
could be more.
Could be more, but hey.
Could be less.
I mean, I rolled a 3 on like one of my.
He kind of looks at you, looks at the credits in your hand, and he's like, listen, this is something I assume you already know, so I'm going to level with you. And he kind of like leans in a little bit more. Credit flashing such as that ain't gonna do either one of us any good. And he kind of like, touches your hand, and he kind of lowers it down onto the bar end, and he pushes them back to you.
Okay.
And he kind of like, he's looking around the room, just seeing. There's like I said, like 3-4 people. None of them are actively looking at you guys,
Yeah.
but there's a tension in his gaze around the room that you don't even really need to try to pick up.
Well, I'm glad some things never change around here. It's kind of a test, if you will.
Well, glad you're at least realizing kind of where you're at, or things like that. But listen, I'm not sure what you're looking for.
Shando, friend.
And as your friend politely had asked before, I don't know who that is. You know, I'll listen to people. I don't keep that shit in my brain. All right. You know, there's people that come in and out every day, and my job's just to at least pour them a drink. Okay. I'm not here to be your buddy. I'm not here to be their buddy. I'm just here to make sure your drink doesn't get empty.
Understand that, but you also know that information is valuable. And someone in your position could afford a little extra here and there.
And a little extra in your pocket doesn't go unnoticed. There's folk here that tend to see that as opportunities of their own. So listen, son. I'm gonna do you one, and he kind of, pours just a, shot and kind of slides it in front of you. Take your drinks. Don't ask so many obvious questions. And if you're gonna start some fucking trouble, don't do it in my bar. I barely get enough people coming to here to keep the lights on. And he kind of leans back and just goes back to cleaning.
Take a shot. I turn around and walk away. But then I turn around again and I'm just like, oh, this is beside the point, but there's an old machine shop down the way. It's not there anymore. Looks like something happened. Do you know what went on?
He stops cleaning. No, afraid not. He's turned away.
I'm gonna head back to the table at this point.
Okay.
Relay the whole stonewalling about fucking Shando, and that I'm really not gonna get anywhere with this guy. But the most telling thing was his reaction when I asked about what happened to our old digs. He was very quick to pay it no mind and just kind of divert.
Well, what was your read on him?
He definitely knows something, and he's definitely scared of something. To the point where it's not going to do much good to keep trying to ply at him, because whatever is behind this stuff is scarier than we are.
Well, he knows you guys. I picked up on that. He recognized you right off the bat.
He did. But he also knew, also knew not to let it slip that he did.
He knows what happened to your place.
He does. 100%.
He knows who tossed it.
Yeah.
I just picked up on that naturally.
Yeah. The look on his face there, there's no denying that he knows, and that,
Well,
like
you
I
should
said,
be very suspicious now.
there's something
you
heavy
asking
going
questions
on.
about it.
There's something heavy going on here where even your basest instinct of making some money doesn't even.
Well, look around. You
Tickles
notice
fancy.
anything? Maybe he took something from you.
You know better. What was in our shop than I would. Your shop. You want to take a look around, Ski?
I mean, I might have a general idea what was in there, but it's pretty fuzzy, the specifics. I mean, I know my own
Right.
personal things I kept a hold of, but
Right. Because then anything could be just parts here and there. Well,
Let's leave this place.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
the well's dried up here for now.
We don't want to cause any more suspicious
No.
activity.
We were already tempting fate there. There's somebody or something in here that he is uneasy about
A Yosoki tip?
besides us.
Would a Yosoki appreciate a tip?
Hmm?
Like, just leave a tip on the table when we leave?
Yeah, you're not really sure. I mean,
I'll draw us a couple credits.
it's the tradition in the places that you've been.
In Americanistan.
Yeah.
But, obviously, whether it's somebody in here or just the threat of somebody in here telling somebody else,
Yep.
he's weary about saying anything.
Well, he's probably got his mouth closed for somebody that's actually paying him.
Stuff has changed significantly.
Well, you guys know of the seedy underbelly of this location.
The whole place is
We
a seedy
did.
underbelly.
Yeah.
We should get in some of those old contacts here.
We can
If
try.
things have changed as much there as it has here, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, I mean, we can try.
What's our next step, guys? Reach
What,
out?
what time was it when we got to this place?
It's getting to be about sundown. So at this point, the sun is just kind of barely tickling over the horizon at this point.
Should we go back to the ship?
Yeah, probably time to call it for the night. We've had a little bit to drink, so maybe
Start fresh, clear-minded.
get a start in the morning and try and find our contacts.
I'm still gonna get on the local HoloNet and see what I can find about your business closing, or if there's any news stories about that, or your disappearance.
Do whatever
Play in
you,
your room. Just
what do you feel is necessary?
Clickety clack 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 clack.
Not now, I'm busy.
Oh,
I'm in the zone.
auto zone.
better.
In the zone.
All right.
Sight on sound.
Bringing our homes home.
Great rendition.
Yeah, I like that one better.
It was good.
Better than you.
Accurate.
Accurate.
See the future, man.
Be the future.
We're going back to the ship, guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I know in my head my modal light is nodding at the same time. Just
That's cool it does that.
Yeah, go back to the ship.
Learn a new trick.
Drink more, ruminate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you
Slang
guys
HoloNet.
Slang a
leave,
bottle,
you
quick
see
shit
you
post.
see another one of the kind of convoys coming in. The tracked crawlers are parking on kind of the edge of town, which is where you guys had landed the ship. So they're kind of parking. It seems like wherever, and you see. Kind of jumping off the back, you see just this large kind of gray skinned figure, like, and then another one, jumping off the side, and they stand up. It's a 4-armed figure, tall as fuck, 12 foot tall. You see a blade that's probably about 4.5, 5 feet long, just from the hilt down, and you see them rolling what appears to be a very large cannon in one arm. The other one kind of jumps down, has a similar kind of layout, except it's just got the blade, but
You guys know what that
there's
is?
scars all over.
I'm keeping my eye on it.
Yeah. We got my. I'm being a
These are
stealthy observer. Where I'm just kind of sitting, my
they
hat down, kind of looking.
they are not being stealthy at the least.
I'm
You
looking
guys
back at my little
recognize
dude and just-
you guys recognize these as Shubhads. They are native residents of Akaton, and they're collectively called the Shabhad-Ne. They're just they're 4-armed nomads that have been on Akaton for millennia. They traditionally, kind of being nomadic in nature, don't really associate with larger metropolises. They tend to go in caravans themselves or do mercenary work, being the size that they are. And clearly, judging from the amount of scars across their faces and their they're kind of like very bulky sort of size. They are
They're bigger than me,
very
and I'm not
capable.
happy.
They are towering over you, and the two of them just kind of walking past. The second one, who's got a kind of broken tusk on the right hand side, just kind of looks down and like stares at Ziddix, and he kind of just as he walks by.
Not very intelligent, are they?
Do you say that out loud?
No. I said it to him in my head.
What did you say?
Not very intelligent.
And I back to him and was like, think I know what they're scared of now.
And
Bugs.
No, the locals.
and you
They're
see
moving into
see
town.
the two of them and what appears to be a kind of coming out of the hall are like two more more your size figures. A human seems to have kind of their like bandana kind of across the face and goggles. You just recognize it because it's the same shape as Soren.
I say Soren, not very intelligent, are they?
And and
Red waters on the end.
and a very dusty kind of black furred Yosoki, similar kind of goggles and kind of pulls them up and just kind of shakes the dust out and there's just a miniature kind of like dust storm coming out of his fur and the human kind of spits and they're just kind of talking to each other in Yosoki. As you guys are passing by, they're just talking about the, what it sounds like is the long haul that they have to, take and how they're just hating that. They're hating life. It sounds like.
Hearing these guys talking
Sounds
about
about Acadonian to me.
hauling and stuff, I'm just gonna casually stop and just ask, like, in Isoki, like, hey, either you know Shendo Ren? Heard of the guy?
And kind of look at each other, and the human kind of looks at the other. Yosoki just kind of does one of these things. Yosoki looks back at you. Sorry, cuz I can't really think of someone by that name. I wish I could help you.
Fair enough. Have a good one.
Mm. And they continue on and follow the two Shabhad who have kind of stopped and they're like standing kind of outside the bar, and that little Yosoki who is now coming out with much larger than himself like sized pitchers, just kind of like pressing them up, and the like even for them it's like they have they're four-fingered hands. They just take it with like the two fingers, and then just kind of like they're just sitting there just like pouring in their gullets, and they're just kind of standing outside as the two smaller humanoids walk inside. So the sun now.
Yeah.
I relay my whole I'm pretty sure I know what they're scared of around here now.
Yeah.
Could
I can
be.
see that. Bugs.
Could be.
Bugs?
Not you,
No.
Big guys.
big bastards, big scary Grayman.
And with that, the walk back to the ship is short, and the kind of wisps of sand and the howling of the wind across the edges of the city kind of harbingers in the cresting from daytime to nighttime. As you guys are climbing into the ship, you can feel that temperature already starting to drop pretty heavily. So you guys bed down for the night, and we'll pick up from there on the next session.
Wasn't as nice coming home as I thought it was gonna be.
Nope.